Welcome to our channel, where we explore the intriguing world of crime organizations. Today, we're counting down the top 10 biggest and most dangerous crime syndicates in the world. From drug trafficking to money laundering, these organizations operate on a global scale, leaving a path of chaos in their wake. Get ready for an adrenaline-fueled journey into the underworld as we reveal their secrets and stories. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our gripping content. Now let's uncover the dark secrets of the most notorious crime organizations on the planet. Let the countdown begin. Number 10. Crips Bloods. The Crips were founded in the late 1960s, and they are sometimes called the original Crip Homies. They are a group of Afro-American youth that unified to handle metropolitan tribulations in Los Angeles. The Crips ultimately became one of the foremost gangs, with over 800 fractions nationwide and around 35,000 active members. Soon after, the Crips' original blood family, or the Bloods, came into existence, like their counterpart. The feud between these two criminal groups lasted for decades, and it's still going strong. Crips and Bloods are recognized by colors and various differing hand signals. They are still a menacing presence in the respective neighborhoods. Number 9. Irish Mob. The Irish Mob initially began in 1800 as a group of street gangs doing protection and bootlegging in port cities like Manhattan, Boston, and Montreal. During Prohibition, the North Side Gang of Chicago was prominent, especially as the opposing gang to the Al Capone-led Chicago outfit in the South. The Irish Mob eventually transcended street violence and went into politics and the police department. This infiltration opened the door into high society for the Irish Mob. Thanks to the political power, many of its members became celebrities. Ironically, the Irish Mob in Ireland became active much later, in the 1960s. Number 8. D Company. D Company is the most notorious crime group in India. Therefore, if someone investigates criminal activity in India, they will surely come across them. D Company is a massive and violent syndicate with its fingers in large-scale fraud, extortion, and even terrorist activities. The most prominent member of the D Company is Dawood Ibrahim, also known as Indian Al Capone. Ibrahim has been avoiding international authorities since the 70s in his rise to the top of the Indian criminal underworld. D Company spread its influence worldwide, including in the Bollywood movie industry and various terrorist groups. Most notably, they allegedly procured guns for Osama bin Laden's Al-Qaeda. Number 7. Hells Angels. Hells Angels were formed during the massive return of American veterans from World War II. Soon enough, this motorcycle club has garnered quite a reputation. Although the Hells Angels don't openly admit their criminal activities, they are connected to various mobs worldwide. These connections gave the Hells Angels an anti-hero persona they gladly accepted. However, the Hells Angels are not as innocent as they claim. Hence, many of their members have been arrested for various criminal activities. Moreover, police organizations have listed the Hells Angels as one of the Big Four motorcycle gangs. Although Hells Angels members insist they are only a group of Harley-Davidson fans, their activities tell a different story. Number 6. Triad. Triad dates way back to the 18th century. At first, they were a group of secret societies driven underground by British colonists. Unfortunately, even after the British left, the Triads have been even more pressured by the Chinese Communist government. They are oriented toward criminal activities such as drug dealing, prostitution, and forging money. Triad members have a rigorous code of conduct and pride in the organization. Every new Triad member has to go through the initiation ritual, during which he takes an oath of secrecy. Triad organizations are connected with outside countries, and they remain one of the most fearsome criminal organizations. Yet, they remain secretive, hard to get into, and even harder to get out of. Number 5. Russian Mob. The Russian Mafia is one of the most well-organized criminal groups. It has a long legacy, dating back to the 18th century and the imperial period. Unlike the Triad, the Russian Mafia developed even further under communist rule, infiltrating government institutions. Many Russian mafia factions have successfully meddled in politics, business, and black markets worldwide. The operatives in the Russian mob, also known as thieves in law, are recognized by their cryptic tattoos, an enforcing way of doing business. The main chapter of the Russian mob is Solntsevskaya Bratva. This extremely wealthy group was associated with various murders and economic scandals. Number 4. Cali Cartel. This is one of the wealthiest drug cartels in history, and it was made in the late 70s, thanks to the cocaine boom. Initially, the Cali Cartel was a less significant fraction of Pablo Escobar Medellin's cartel. Cali Cartel's operators were primarily out of Colombia, but they had a long international reach. Unlike the Medellin cartel, Cali wasn't solely organized around a central figure. Its independent structure caused its success in the drug market. Cali Cartel operated in all social structures, going as high as political and military. This criminal group is not active anymore after the arrest of its major heads in the mid-90s. Nevertheless, the Cali Cartel left a massive impact on the drug trade. Number 3. Mexican Cartels. The Mexican cartels are very imposing in number and highly protective of their own people. They'd also gained the reputation of being borderline barbaric when dealing with opposition. The cartels in Mexico are highly organized and well-armed, on the level of a paramilitary organization. Despite being successful in criminal activities, several Mexican cartels found themselves involved in bloody territorial disputes. Unfortunately, the disputes escalated into gang wars, which took many lives, cartel and civilians alike. The cartels influenced their local areas, including politics and public work. Their discipline and brutality make them a force to be reckoned with. Number 2. Yakuza. Yakuza origins date back to the Japanese Edo period in the 17th century, which makes it one of the oldest criminal organizations. Yakuza are defined with one of the strictest honor codes with draconian punishment for any mistake. Although the Japanese police and press see them as criminals, Yakuza consider themselves a chivalrous organization above the law. The power of the Yakuza is divided between 4 main clans. The reach of the Yakuza is enormous, and they are so integrated into society that the Japanese economy would probably collapse without them. Moreover, the Yakuza are eager to help people in need, like in the 1995 Kobe earthquake and the 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami. However, they have not justified vigilance, as they deal in some very shady business. Number 1. Sicilian Mafia. The Sicilian Mafia is the most infamous criminal group, immortalized in many movies and other media. The Mafia began in Sicily in the early 19th century, but they extended their operation to American soil soon after. From America, the Sicilian Mafia spread out all over the world. The Sicilian mob has the internal name Cosa Nostra and its set of rules. Its members deal in all kinds of criminal activity, including rackets, gang violence, protection rackets, and money laundering. Furthermore, rumors connect the Sicilian mob with some of the high-profile assassinations. The Sicilian mobsters are immortalized as gentlemen gangsters, and Cosa Nostra is inseparable from that image. Criminal organizations often began as a way of protection from the oppressive government. Yet, they are still very dangerous and unpredictable, despite being popularized and romanticized by many books, movies, and other media. Therefore, idealizing people like those is not very wise. And that concludes our thrilling journey through the top 10 biggest and most dangerous crime organizations in the world. What is your most fearsome criminal organization? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. We hope you enjoyed delving into the dark underbelly of the underworld with us today. Remember, knowledge is power, and by shedding light on these criminal enterprises, we can better understand the challenges we face in combating them. It's crucial to support law enforcement efforts and work together to create safer communities. If you found this video intriguing, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow crime enthusiasts. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay tuned for more captivating content.